Welcome to Cash or Cap.
Okay.
All right. Question number 1. You have to spend millions to market your business effectively.
It's relative. It depends on the business. You don't have to spend millions to market, yeah. But when you have the word effectively in the sentence, it now depends on the business, the product, the service, the industry, the level of marketing you want to go. So since this podcast is majorly focused on young entrepreneurs, you don't have to spend millions to market your project, but then you can grow organically. The time will always come when your project gets to a certain level, then you can start, spending the millions. If you have it, you can. If it's not readily available, you can start from where you are.
Branding is only for big companies.
Branding is only for big companies. No. Branding is for every business. Every business needs to be properly branded. So it's not just for big companies. So even if you're selling food, you're selling anything, you can have a shop where you do business and decide to buy it. As long as the business is registered, I believe branding is for every effective business. And it tends to grow. Because eventually people identify with your rank.
Posting consistently on social media builds brand trust.
It's good to post consistently on social media. Of course, keep your audience engaged, but I disagree that due to consistent posting would build brand trust, yeah? Because if what you're posting, you're not applying the strategy from end to end. For instance, your look and feel, your branding, your messaging, the concept, whatever the case is, if it's not properly aligned and synced, or in sync, doubt if it will build brand trust. But you need to follow the process. If that's what you're following, then of course it's part of all of the process you put together to gain brand trust.
Okay. Copying whatever is trending will help your brand grow.
So it's capped, because yes, there are situations whereby you jump on trends. Some industries, it works for them. Some products and services, when there's a trend ongoing, it can last as long as a day to a week, or who knows how long. You can actually jump on a trend, reach out to, create entertainment, and what blocks around your advertisements and all of that, or whatever it is you're doing. But please take note. Copying and pasting is very boring and it's usually obvious. So I believe even if you have to jump on a trend, improvise, all right? And it's not actually appropriate in core business space to copy other people's campaign style, designs, or whatever concept, and just copy and paste and change the company name or the brand or the logo. No. You should be creative. If you can't do it, employ a creative team.
All right. Lastly, people buy brands, not just product.
Catch! I'm a typical example of I buy brand and not just a product. Of course, I love products that deliver on their promise. You must be functional. You must, deliver on what you promised to deliver. But what actually makes me want to try you first, especially when I don't have any brand recommendation, is actually how attractive your branding is. So I'd say that's cash.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks. Okay, you're welcome. welcome to Welface with Schola. Okay, so I'm so glad to be here again. On this episode, we're going to dive in a little bit deeper on the previous episode that talked about branding, because some days ago I was in a conversation with a few friends, and I just felt the need to elaborate more. I had one or two messages sent on question or two, so I'd like to address some of those, go further, a little bit further, and touch one or two things on that topic before we move on to our supposed next topic in the next episode. Okay, so I'm Scholar, and today's episode is all about how to brand and expand. Now, growing your business through strategic branding and smart marketing will be diving into. Now, first, why branding matters. Branding isn't just a logo. I said that already in the previous episode, but I like to elaborate that it's perception, it's purpose, and it's promise. Great brands create emotions. They create emotional connections, right? People don't just buy your products. They literally buy your stories and meaning. If you remember, I said that in the previous episode, right? Now, your brand is what people say about you when you left the room. Remember, I'm just reiterating because I know I said that the last time. So branding builds trust and positions you for premium pricing. Now, how your brand appeals to people can justify your prices. For instance, take a look at Apple. Right? They are premium and their pricings are premium. Use an Apple phone, you feel good about the spending because you're like, okay, all the way from the product itself, the packaging, the aesthetics, and even all the way to their publicity campaign kind of concept and all of that. Yeah. Take a look at Nike. The concept is built on inspiration, performance, lifestyle. Their brand moves people, right? And the likes of, if you own a Tesla, you walk in, you literally know it's beyond its total lifestyle. It's beyond just acquiring a car. You're dealing around the innovation, luxury, and all of that. Now, building a brand that sticks. Yeah. Identify your core brand message. What do you stand for? I know I addressed that the last time, but I just want to give them to you in this brief episode in bullet points. Of course, for instance, we did some case study or some examples in the past episode. So, Schola Media, for instance, we create smart, bold ideas that help brands get noticed, connected with people, and grow in meaningful ways. We love growth and we do not take it for granted, right? Now, define your target audience, like I said the last time. Speak their language. Who are your target audience? Are they the top-notch high-class society people? Urban, are they the middle class? Are they the lower class? You need to speak in their language to get their attention. Craft a consistent visual and verbal identity. We already talked about that in the previous episode. Now, for instance, let's just take a look at the drive-in theater, the Schola drive-in movie theater, right? Our core aim is relaxation, networking, out of the box, and all of that. Remember, keep your brand human, not robotic. People connect with people. All right.